Hello everyone, it's NardoChatMac100 here, aka Justin, to do another review for Spartacus War of the Dam, Episode 4, Decimation. I have to say this episode was a very interesting one, especially towards Crixus and Navia. Now I have to say, this episode really brought in their true colors. I'm not too thrilled of, I forgot that guy's name with the axe, Nemetes. You can tell him and Julius Caesar are kind of starting to be buddies, but we all know Julius Caesar is only doing this so he can get in good with the group and then later betray them. Which I was not surprised to see that Julius Caesar is part of them now. And I do have to say, it's good to finally know what that cutting was. I thought she was cutting his thing, but she was cutting his leg to pretend like it was a brand to show that he was a slave. So that is genius of Julius Caesar and Crassus. Now Crassus, I have to say, I just want to say this part before I get to anything else. That was cruel, but that was a good way to show leadership toward Tiberius and all the others. By making Tiberius kill his friend? Oh my gosh. It was a good discipline way, but I have to say it was sad for Tiberius, but not for me. Because he was okay, but he wasn't a favorite. Now on to Crixus. Oh my gosh, when I saw that Sexa and Gannicus found the Roman lady, I'm not going to get into her name. I could say it, but I ain't going to. Just because I don't remember it that well. Sorry guys. But when they found her and they were taking her to Spartacus, I was like, oh man. But then, when he went to the crowd where Navia and Crixus were, said that Adius didn't betray them, when him and Crixus started fighting, I was like, oh yeah, he's beating the crap out of Crixus. Crixus doesn't stand a chance against Gannicus, not at all. Until freaking Navia threw a rock over his head. What the heck was that about? I hated seeing that. And I hated seeing Crixus and Navia take over. Navia poisoning in Crixus's ear. I hated that. Navia and Crixus are now becoming my least favorite characters. I love them, but now they're both becoming more like Crixus from Blend Sand Season 1. Now, I love seeing the conflict, of course, between him and Spartacus at the end when he said, I shouldn't have trusted you, and you won't be the leader anymore. And then Crixus telling Navia they'll find their own path, which makes me think they might separate from Spartacus like Crixus really did in history. And when I saw Crixus and Spartacus clash swords, I thought they might going to fight or he was going to threaten him. He did threaten him, but I thought it was going to be a bigger threat than what he did. I mean, what he did threaten him with was bad, but I thought when he said, defy my orders and you will see those you struck down this night, I thought that was the threat, but it wasn't. That was for everyone, which was even more badass. But yeah, I am really not liking Crixus and Navia in this episode. Not at all. They are very cruel to the Romans, and I don't like because they're trying not to become Romans. Frankly, the slaves have now become the new Romans, and the Romans have become the slaves. I hate this. Spartacus and Agron to me are the only ones. Well, not Agron really. He's just following Spartacus so far. But Gannicus, Sexa, Sabil, and Spartacus, of course, are the only ones who actually care about the Romans. Even though Laeta, if I said it right, I don't trust her. After saying, what glory will await the man who defeats you to him, I do not like that at all. And most for this chapter of Spartacus, I have to say I will give it a 6 out of 5 because it was that awesome. I love seeing the conflicts. You all know I love seeing the conflicts between Crixus and Spartacus, and it really got pushed in this episode. And we all know for the poor Romans, any Roman that Crixus and Navia and the rebellion see, they will just kill them without mercy. So it's going to get worser and worser between Crixus and Spartacus for the rebellion. What do I think is going to happen this season? Anything can happen. I mean, it's gotten crazy, and it's just been 4 episodes. We got 6 more? I think 6 more episodes left, and I just have to say, oh no, we have 5 more episodes left. I think, or it's 6. So I have to do my calculations later. But I have to say, this was a 6 out of 5. This was one of the best ones yet. And Crixus and Spartacus are going at each other's throats, and Crixus is now against Spartacus. The only reason to me why he even helped Spartacus in vengeance was just to save Navia, and now that he's helped him save Navia, he doesn't need Spartacus no more. And now they're butting heads, and now Spartacus doesn't trust Crixus anymore. Crixus and Spartacus are now at the level that they are in history. I think they're going to split soon, and if they're not, I sense the death of Crixus coming. Which I really wouldn't mind seeing, because to tell you the truth, I cannot wait now to see Crixus and Navy get killed. I love them, but because of this episode and their treachery and betrayal to Spartacus, for how much of assholes they were being, they have gone to being my least favorite characters, so I can't wait to see them get killed. Because I know it's just going to get worse and worse between them and Spartacus. Even though I love the episode, I will see you next week for another review. And the reason why it took me so long to do this review was a couple of bloopers. I might put out a video and show you what the bloopers are if you want to see, but if you don't, that's fine. And I might not anyway because it's a little embarrassing. Well, this was an excellent episode, and I will see you next week. Naruto Chai Maker signing off.